Festival. Would you please put it together for Jeff Elliott, ladies and gentlemen? Hey guys. How's it going? I don't yell as much as other guys. I think all the swears are used up already tonight. I just moved into a new place, and I can't get cell phone reception while I'm inside my new apartment. It's a huge pain in my ass because I don't have a landline. So I finally got fed up, and I decided to call to complain, which required me to walk outside my apartment. Stand on the front lawn, talk to this person in customer service, explain the situation. They attribute the problem to the fact that my house is made of brick. What the hell am I supposed to do? Every time Bill out of straws or sticks, some asshole wolf comes and blows it down. I should probably just move out. My roommates are pigs. All right, 8 of you finished the book. Good for you. I really enjoyed that they went to all that trouble to tell me this little fable of why my phone didn't work. So much that I kept that idea in my head. I was like, you know what? Maybe someday I'll get my own chance. I'll tell them a little fable. Which happened. Didn't pay my bill. Started getting those calls asking where those payments were. So for me, it was fable time. So I was on my way to pay the bill. Then I ran into this guy selling magic beans. So I bought those instead. Now I've got this giant beanstalk. And I climb up that to get reception. They turned off my phone. I like living here in the city, but I found there's some pretty aggressive people in town. This winter just passed, I got into it with a guy. I was walking home down the sidewalk, and I accidentally bumped into him. Immediately turned around and apologized. He wants to fight me, just for bumping me. But this is the line he used to try to goad me into fighting him. He's like, hey buddy, you want a split lip? So I said, settle down, Fonzie. And really, this is the best right you can come up with, a split lip. We live in Canada, man. It is the middle of January. I wake up every morning with a split lip. Sorry, new friend, the lack of moisture in the air beat you to it. I pulled out my Blistex and I showed it to him. Then I sucker punched him in the face. Been traveling quite a bit. I just got a visa to start working in the States, so I've been going down there a little bit. I'd always heard as a Canadian, you guys probably heard this too, that Americans don't know a lot of us, about us up here in Canada. I'd always heard that, and I was like, it can't actually be that true. Can it? Sure enough, I go down my first weekend, I'm working in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Had a great first show, I'm having a beer afterwards to celebrate. This local guy who's at the show, everybody wants to have a little chat. He opens to this line, he's like, so, y'all from Canada? I said, well, I can only speak for myself. But yes, I'm from Canada. He's like, how do y'all survive up there? Interesting question for me. I tried to answer him honestly. I said, well, sir, I have a job. That job pays me money. I take that money and turn it into goods and services such as food. I take that food and I eat it. And then my body processes it. into the necessary energy I need to live. How the fuck do you survive? That's not even though he meant the weather. You thought we all lived in igloos up here? So now I'm trying to find some common ground to really explain the situation with this guy. I thought football might be a good analogy. You know, big red-blooded American man living in South Carolina. He loves football. So I said, sir, you know you watch a game on television in January? Maybe it's in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The whole field's covered in snow. Everybody's wearing a parka to keep warm. Well, that's what it's like in Canada. But instead of staying in football stadiums, we went to the trouble building towns and cities. We got infrastructure, government, healthcare. We also have an education system. Teacher, I told him not to ask stupid questions like, how do you survive in Canada? Been flying a lot recently. I've come up with an opinion about air travel. It's not been popular. Let's see what you guys think. I think airfare might be too cheap. Yeah, nobody ever agrees on it. Here's my reasoning, though. Stick with me for a second. I just think there's certain people out there who should be forced to travel by bus. Here's my example. I was recently flying home from the West Coast. I'm on the plane, minding my own business. From behind me, I hear a very distinct noise. That's one I think we all recognize. It was the sound of nail clippers. I was like, who's this upstanding citizen? I turn around, it's the guy behind me. He is clipping his toenails. That is bus behavior. So many questions run through my head when I saw this happening. How the hell did you get toenail clippers on an airplane? They confiscated my shampoo. Why am I buying shampoo? Been traveling a lot in this great country too. I love it here in Canada, but there's some pockets of shittiness for sure. This is a show in a little town called Red Deer, Alberta. It wasn't so much the town as when I got to the show. I got on stage, there's a woman in the front row, and she is hammered. She's drunk out of her mind, keeps yelling stuff about her during the show. We get in an argument while I'm on stage. It gets a little heated. It's the point where she called me a name. I can't really repeat it here because we're in a mixed company. So, let's just say it rhymed with runt face. She called me a cunt face. It was jarring too, that come out of a lady's mouth. And very confusing for me. I could not figure out which part of this reminded her of her that. I was like, you gotta wax that thing, lady. I felt bad that I was making fun of her a lot. She gets even more upset. Makes an even bigger scene, ends up getting kicked out of the show. But as she's getting escorted out by the doorman, she has a big comeback for me. She yells out, people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. Yeah, I was confused too, man. But a retort for her. I said, people in mobile homes shouldn't engage in battles of wit. Taking a walk from this side of the room. Did you guys drive here in your home? Getting older, my body's starting to fall apart on me. I hurt myself sleeping. That's supposed to not be ever. I was taking a nap. I wake up, my shoulder's really sore. Doesn't go away for like 2 weeks, so I go to the doctor and he takes some x-rays. Turns out I tore my rotator cuff while I was taking a nap. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this injury. It's usually reserved for professional athletes. Well, specifically baseball pitchers tear their rotator cuffs a lot. I knew I was good at sleeping. Probably ready for the big leagues, guys. These baseball pitchers too, if they tear the rotator cuffs, they're done for a year. No baseball. I was back in bed sleeping that night. I got diagnosed with this by one of my friends recently. I have a lot of trouble meeting people, like new friends and girls and stuff like that in public. And I was talking to my friend about why she thought that was. And she said it's because I'm not that approachable myself as a human being, which I did not understand. So I got to elaborate. She says it's because I have resting bitch face. To which I responded. And I was like, really, who's less approachable? Is it this guy? Or is it this guy? This guy's gonna stab you in the neck on the bus. I'm terrible at dating. I'm really bad at picking the right person to date, I would say. My last 2 serious girlfriends were both dating women when I met them. Doesn't really make sense, does it? I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm a lesbian whisperer. I'll say this too before anybody gets upset. If there are any lesbians here tonight and you're offended by that joke, just come and talk to me after the show. You guys have been so much fun. You're gonna look around. Okay, have a good night.